5-year review, Sauder 425847 Harborview Corner Computer Desk.
This is my office space. It's my space. I love it. Sauder, good product. I've used many of theirs before. I love them. The assembly is straightforward for me, and that's because I use a specific skill that I want to tell you about a little bit later. But for now, I just want to point out the features that I love the most about this, which are this cabinet right here. It's got a shelf right in the middle that you can remove. So there's tons of room in there. You can put a tower in there. You can put boxes. You can put storage, whatever you want. It's got a file cabinet, which I really need in my job. I still have need for old school documents. So I've got a file cabinet and then 2 drawers here. We've had this for over 5 years. It still stands up solid. It's very well built, very sturdy. I love the size of the keyboard and mouse shelf. Now, I've had this for 5 years. I've been doing this every day. Look at that. It still works very well. Well built. But the size of it is what I really like, because I'm an old school guy and I like these old USB oversized keyboards, including a number pad over here. So this is pretty good size, but look at how much room I have on either side. I can still put my mouse here. I got plenty of room. I've actually got my notes I can take all day long. This stays here. 24.75 inches across, 11.5 down. That 0.5 really makes a difference. And there's something else I do that I wanted to show you. I can get this calendar. I love these. I put my keyboard on top of it. I look down there, see if I got a birthday, if I got something going on today, appointments. Another very nice feature about this larger keyboard shelf is that you can put these pads down and there's room for them. So I've got this one comes with a little lip. Put that right underneath there. And then we've got the mouse wrist pad. So you've got plenty of room for both of these right here on the shelf. So the distance between the bottom of the shelf and the floor is about 24.5 inches, give or take a 1/4 inch based on carpet or not. That's important if you've got armrests on your chair because it clears it. Some folks have complained about scratching, like it scratches easily. That's not been my experience with it at all. In fact, if you look, you really don't see any scratches. Don't see any scratches here. Hole that is pre-drilled. It's got this little plastic piece for your wires, your cables, your cords, your extensions, anything you need comes right up through here. Let's talk assembly. I do love the Sauder products because I find their assembly instructions are very straightforward, very organized. I've never had a problem with it. This is our 3rd furniture product from them. It's a straightforward process. They have a website that allows you to go through and see, simple tips on assembly too. So they're very cognizant of the assembly issue. Now, what I do is I get everything out of the box and I put it off to one side and look at every single piece and just get familiar with it and kind of try to figure out, play a game out of it, like what exactly is this going to be? And then what I do is I get all the hardware, I take inventory, I get to make sure it's all there, first of all, and then I'm familiar with it and I lay it all out organized. Then I make sure I've got another person on hand. You really don't need 2 people all day long for this, but I will need someone at some point. So at that point, my wife or my son or somebody that's around can come in, and they don't have to be big and hefty and strong. They just have to be able to hold something up while I screw something else in. Another thing I'd recommend, get a cordless screwdriver. It'll make the job a lot easier. I'm of reasonable mechanical ability, and it took me about 3.5 to 4 hours to put together. Solid piece of furniture, large keyboard shelf, relatively easy to assemble. I highly recommend it.
There is a link to this product in the description section below. We are Amazon affiliates, and we do get a small commission at no extra charge to you. So if you don't mind, go ahead and link through.